Hey y'all, it's Lippy. We're at our Saturday garden update. Now, did y'all see the clip at the start where I was, let me grab one, showing you what I mix with my potting soil when I pot up. Oops, that's dripping. This is my dahlia. Well, 1 of 5. So 5 out of 6 germinated and did fine. So I showed you what I mixed, and then I up-potted. I believe I did a little short video before I came on. So that's where we're at. Now, the reason why I up-potted some of them is because I needed my trays, because I also started more tomatoes and peppers. And I'll tell you about those peppers here in a little bit. But right now, it is cold. It has rained. We had 9 yards of dirt come in on Thursday. Now we have mud. There's nothing we can do about it. As Buddy said, you got to tear it up to fix it, if that makes any sense. Y'all, the landscaping has got to come later, but we had to get that dirt moved, and it's a sloshing mud hole. But we'll grade it, we'll fix it down the road. But I do have 9 yards, and the gentleman, which is our neighbor, he's going to get me 9 more yards next Thursday. So I can honestly say my garden will probably be 100% full, because Buddy's going to make the beds. So we're off to a good start. But we're here for the garden update. Now, the video clip I showed where I was mixing the potting soil with the Dr. Earth, which is a 463. I've showed y'all that before. I put just a handful of that in there, mixed it up, and that's all that I will add for 1 week. Then I'm going to go to liquid nitrogen, okay? I don't ever put liquid nitrogen when I up-pot at the beginning, because some of the potting mix has some minerals and some vitamins. It's got a little bit of nitrogen, but the Dr. Earth is a granule, you know, and so it can slow release. They'll get established in these pots, and these are 2-ounce cells. No, 2-inch cells. Where did I get ounce from? But they're going to get established, and that will allow me next week to really start feeding. And I will be feeding with some nitrogen. But the plants here, I had to do some tomatoes. So I'm going to put these glasses on, and I'm going to go through what germinated to where I could actually up-pot, okay? So I've got to find on my little cheat sheet, and y'all have seen it. This is the best thing, especially for your mind. You know, the older we get, our minds kind of go. At least that's what the young kids say. But I'm looking for 2.8 and 2.9 is what I'm looking for. Well, oh, here we go. 2.10. Our Sweet California Bells. Now, this is all the ones that I up-potted, because I know a lot of you are following me on my weekly updates. So I'm just going to give you the list of what I up-potted. And that was the California Bells, the Carnival Bell Peppers, the Gold Rush Bananas, Cayenne Pepper, Mint, Lemon Balm. And I think that was it. Nope. The Dahlias and the Coleus from the flowers. The others, they're still slow rolling, okay? But what I did plant this morning, okay? Because I know y'all are following. Let me find today's date. Here is today's date. I planted more zinnias, more marigolds, a marigold sparky. I did not get good germination, guys. I just did not. I got 1 sparky, so I had to redo those. I did some hatch chilies that was gifted to me. The Mama Rosa red pepper I did more of those. They're kind of like a Marconi. I did more banana peppers because all 6 of those germinated. I'm coming back with some more. I did do some Mamma Mia yellow. That's kind of like a Marconi pepper. Now, these are some tomatoes that was gifted to me, and I planted them. I have a Crimson Giant from M.I. Gardner. It's an indeterminate. A Dr. Witchy yellow, which is an indeterminate. So I do have I have 4 indeterminates now. And that's fine because I know where I'm going to put them. Y'all know I like the determinants. And then I have a 42-day cherry. Now, those were all M.I. Gardners. I did seed start those today. As far as the herbs, I started more dill. Let's see, oregano, Italian parsley, flat leaf parsley, Italian basil, and mammoth basil. And that is what I started today. But I still have some that's not ready yet back here. But as you see, these were ready. And you also saw my extension table. It's built similar to the same, and that's why I took a screenshot so y'all could really look at it. It's just a tabletop model, if you will. It's not built into the small table like we had over there where the heat mats are. There's no heat mats. Once I move them from the seed cells and I uppot, I remove them from heat. They don't need heat. They need light. So there's no grow mat here. So with that design, you know, this would be something easy for you guys to build. Same mechanisms as you unscrew on each end, raise up, lower down, tilt. It's the same light setup like he did over here, only that is a secure. This is a tabletop. Works amazing. And this is one of those, there's those 6 feet, 5 or 6 feet, you know, the white folding tables. We have quite a few of those. Well, this is my, what I call my outdoor, my garden, my work table. 2 of them we'd only use for like inside the house or something like that. But this has done me justice for years. A lot is happening on this table. So, yeah, I'm pretty proud. I'm trying to see if, well, let's see. Now I'm trying to find one. Y'all know I ain't going to cut this camera off. Nope. All right, here's a California bell. I wanted to show y'all this. Now, you're thinking, ooh, it's kind of small. It is, but I needed the lid off because once they germinate and they get up, that dome, that humidity dome needs to come off. Well, you can't necessarily take it off if you still have some that's not germinated. I should have went with my smaller little squares, but I didn't, and that's fine. So I took these. They're, like I said, a little young. Here's another one, but I eased them out. So we're gonna pray. I think they'll be fine because I needed the rest of them to come on in. And then where I pulled these from, I started new seeds. Let me show you the lemon balm. Yes. It's small, but I needed to get them out of the dome. So it's a little tricky if you don't feel comfortable, you know, pulling them that small. But as long as you're delicate, they're resilient. And that's how Lippy does it. Y'all wanted to know, and that's how I do it. So basically, I'm stealing from the trays the ones that need to come out, and then I'm reusing those cells, adding more start mix, and I'm planting more seeds in those. And that's how I do it. So really not much of a garden update, if you will, but it's time, if you have those, it's time to uppot. You know, if you still have some that hasn't, now if all of them's germinated, you can leave them. You know, if all of mine had germinated in, say, 72 plants, I'd have left it, took the lid off. But that's not how they came in. So if you have the smaller ones, they work much better because you can kind of contain, you know, I'm going to do all bells in this one or all tomatoes. But when you're working with the scale of 72 and more cells, you kind of got to do this. But that's where we stand. We'll liquid feed next week. So that's all you need is some of that, that Dr. Earth 463. Blend it in with that potting mix. And you're off to the races. Oh, let me show y'all this. Now that they're here, I watered them extremely well once I got them repotted. But I will not water from the top again. Remember I told y'all, this is your best friend right here. If you have city water, boil it for 24 hours. Next day, pour it up because you can adjust the nozzle. And I literally can get in between and I can water without it going everywhere. Those things are the best waterers, especially when you're starting seeds or bringing your plants up. But now it's time to drink some coffee, get this video uploaded. I got to cook some lunch. I'm warming up now, but I cannot wait to take y'all out there and show you the dirt. But that means I have to show you the mess, and it's going to be okay. That's what I'm telling myself. Lippy, it's going to be okay. That's what I did. When Buddy come around that corner, I was like, ugh. He's like, it's going to be all right. I'm like, yeah, it's going to be all right. He turned away. I went, whew. Y'all, it's disgusting. There is mud and mud and more mud. You walk on the ground, it just shoots the water up. We are drowning here. Drowning. I hope there's an end to this rain, guys, because we could literally float away. And that makes it difficult, you know, doing what we're doing. But I'm sure a lot of y'all are getting hammered with this rain. And I know there's severe storms coming next Wednesday. I tell you, we all fighting a battle, but we gonna win that battle, aren't we? So, as always, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And I'll see you on the next one. I don't know what the next one is. But next week, it's going to be time to really fertilize. Bye, y'all.